We're getting ready to, I got to get set to go and cut the lawn, as Kid Rock said.
Really?
Did he say that?
No, you really going to go cut the lawn?
Yeah. I think you guys just go do this. I'm going to cut grass for a little while.
Okay.
I'll stop back in.
Okay.
You know.
All right, then.
Just to,
No
just
pressure.
to stay on top of things a little
There's
bit.
no pressure there, Lou.
Oh, my gosh. Getting lubricated here, guys.
You're getting lubricated.
I'm going to lubricate the old pipes.
That sounds dirty.
Oh.
Lily knows all about lubricating pipes, don't you?
What?
Zing.
I didn't know you were a plumber. You know.
I am a plumber.
Yes!
He's too busy
Hey!
with all the
Everybody.
sound effects.
Please.
Hey!
Help us.
Hey!
Help us.
Woohoo! Hey!
Wow.
What?
What?
Hey! Yeah! What?
Got to get them together. Okay.
All right. Well, it's something to
It's
work
enough
on.
of that. It'll
Something
come
work
to
on
me. It'll
today.
come to me.
Hey, everybody.
How's everybody doing tonight out there in internet land? We got Lily V6. We got Kevin.
What's up?
Pittsburgh Kevin in the house. In the house. Down in the house. You're gay. Hey, Kevin, afterwards, you go down the house and go and get that,
Yeah, I went down here.
Call I left over last
Lisa, I
night.
went down and Johnny Eagle got your jumbo, you know?
Oh, my God.
Don't forget the time talk.
Oh, yeah. Make a jumbo sandwich.
And I don't want no mayonnaise. I want Miracle Whip.
No, Miracle Whip's much better.
For those of you not in Pittsburgh,
Well,
Even
we're
for those in Pittsburgh.
so okay, gentlemen, lady.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing? Everybody ready to do a little podcasting?
day.
Well, we can podcast, right? Did we remember how to do that?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
Sure.
I think that we can too.
It's only been a week. We can remember.
I know. It's just one of the. Sometimes it's hard to remember, Lily. You know what I'm saying? Like you think you know how to do something.
I mean, in your old age, I
Yeah,
understand.
I know.
The pressures
Your advanced years.
of remembering things.
I know, guys. Oh crap! Can everybody hear us? Let us know. I'm getting the couple of last minute things here set up, but let us know. Because sometimes we can't hear Lily or we can't hear Kevin. Oh my goodness, guys!
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Hey, now. Hey.
and
Now.
hey. First word hey.
Mm-hmm.
Last word now.
Tim Johnson said, "Yup." So I think they can hear us.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you for your input.
Gracias.
Did you?
Mucho
you,
gracias,
you should
Tim.
have your CD, Tim. I hope you have your CD. You should have it. I FedExed it when it absolutely, positively has to get there overnight. FedEx. That they, did you remember when they first came out?
Yeah.
That was their advertisement.
They're dirty
Their
liars
marketing.
now.
Ah!
I send it overnight. They send it to Texas first. That's truth too.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, and do we have Loudini music tonight?
Do
We
we?
do have
Good.
some Loudini music.
Musica.
El Musica Loudini style.
Musica de Loudini.
Love Loudini style. And there's a bug almost went right in my mouth.
Love Loudini style.
Okay.
All right, that's ready to rock.
Oh, Jared's already ready to go with suggestions.
Oh,
on
boy.
the topic.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. We're gonna be hitting you guys a lot on this. We're gonna go back for it. It's gonna be fun.
Please don't hate me.
So,
Oh,
And-
you'll hurt me.
and I'll go ahead once we get the thing started. I'll give you the sort of inspiration behind this podcast as well. So,
Right.
I think I got that, and I can always add that while Lily's talking
Oh.
later. So.
Of course.
I didn't
Don't
mean
worry,
it like
Phil, I
that.
listen
Or
to
when
you.
Kevin's talking or something.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do it. Yeah, because what Lily says is important.
It's not that. Stop it. There's,
is.
and just before we actually start to record, I just got to say something.
Yeah.
This has happened like 3 podcasts in a row.
Where?
I've said something about an artist, and Lily said the exact opposite thing. And like nobody's ever caught it yet.
What do you mean?
There's just a couple of things that were like I said something about such and such, and when you had it written down, which probably makes you right and me wrong, and you said the story you told me was the exact opposite.
Oh, well.
Edgar Lou.
It
Well,
was
they're
hilarious.
just conflicting stories anyway, because
was-
who knows what the truth is.
I know, but
We know
it
it's
was
true.
just hilarious. It was just we didn't acknowledge it. It was just like it's like somebody listening go like, but what?
Are you guys listening to each other?
No.
What is wrong with these people?
Not so much.
We got a funny comment on YouTube about you were looking at your phone too much. And it wasn't all like negative. It was like, kind of like the podcast has potential, but Lily's looking at her phone too much.
I'm looking at the fucking.
I know,
podcast.
I know. I was just like, okay.
That's
If you
why.
guys see Lily looking at her phone, that's what she's doing.
That's why I'm not on camera. They'd be like, Kevin's looking at Lily too much.
Criminy.
Yeah.
So, the wonderful world of the internet, right?
Thank you, Internet.
Does anybody here? Does anybody here use the internet other than me? I thought maybe I was the only one.
What's that? The interwebs?
Just breathe. Breathe.
Breathe deep.
The gathering glow.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna try to make this thing work.
Lily, okay?
I'm irritated.
Uh-oh.
Why?
What did I do?
You didn't do anything.
Kevin, what'd you
Not
do?
yet.
Give it time.
The evening is
time.
early. I'm
It's
sure
still
I'll say
early.
something.
I think I got everything set. Okay, we're gonna give
Let's
this
do it.
thing a swirl here. It's just been
I'm going to stare right into the camera all night, so I don't look at my phone.
Lily's mad about the phone thing.
Way to go.
Let's stop. We're gonna do take 2 on this because I want to bring it up during the actual recording because I think it's funny as fuck. I didn't realize it was gonna be that funny, or I wouldn't have said it. I would have waited till we were actually recording because it's gonna be good stuff. Good stuff. Good. It's what they call radio gold. You guys ready? Yeah. All right. In 5, 4, 3. On this week's Loudini Rock and Roll Circus podcast, 10 songs to crash your car to. Why are we talking about it? Listen to the podcast and we'll tell you. Get ready to rock out with your talk out. It's the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Moms and dads, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. I am your ringmaster, ringleader, Lou Lombardi, a.k.a. Loudini. In the house tonight, we do have the lovely and talented Lily V6.
Oh, hi.
Oh, and Pittsburgh Kevin, not from Ohio.
No, not from Ohio. From Pittsburgh. Oh, hi.
That intro music was playing, and I got I had a vision.
Oh, no.
Again?
That's terrifying.
Heavens.
I had a vision, we need to do a video thing to that.
Okay.
Just quick flashes of, real fast,
Oh, there you
sort of
go.
thing.
Sure.
But the part where the guitar goes, that should be Kevin going like.
No.
That should not be Kevin, apparently.
No, that should not be Kevin.
But anyways, yeah, I didn't even realize what I said.
Wow.
So we're just getting into it. I'm already embarrassing myself.
Good.
But it wouldn't be a podcast if I didn't do that. So we are going to be talking about 10 songs to crash your car to. I'm going to sort of tell you the story here in a minute about this. But first of all, a couple announcements. You are listening to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. You can find us at LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com or LouLombardiMusic.com. Check it out. Tons of cool stuff there. Free downloads, all kind of fun stuff. Access to our group and getting on our list. We send out entertaining emails on a regular basis. You don't want to miss it. Rock Rage Radio. That is rockrageradio.com. Download the app. They carry the show every week along with a lot of other amazing programming like Hot Licks with Lily V6, which you guys, I know a lot of you guys really like, and this is one of the reasons why people tune in, because we do have the Hot Lickster herself here she's part of the circus, Hot Lickster.
Yeah.
So the Lickster Trickster or something. And also want to give a shout out, of course, to our brother from another mother, Chris Thunderwolf Dodson from wolfscustoms.online. Why am I telling you about Chris Thunderwolf Dodson? Not just because Chris is this ultimately cool dude, but he's this ultimately cool dude who does very interesting, unique finishes for musical instruments, guitars, basses, drums, etc. And so why would that be important to you? Maybe, you're kind of going well, why do I care about that? Why you care about that is when you're going out and playing, everybody's got the same looking kind of guitars, etc. So you get on stage with a custom paint job, you've got something now that really stands out, that really kind of adds to the show and kind of gives what you're doing a unique kind of flair. So you want to get a hold of Chris at wolfscustoms.online. Check out the website. You can see some great examples of their work. So check them out. We do appreciate Chris Thunder, Wolf Dodson, and company. Lily V6 is with us. Lily, what is going on?
I met Meatloaf over the weekend. I know, I'm so excited.
Was it like a big loaf of meat?
He's actually more like a Slim Jim,
Slam Jam.
to be honest. He's skinny. But he was super nice, very cool to talk to. He took the time to speak
Hey,
to
can you be quiet? I'm
everybody.
on my phone right now.
Bite me. To the uneducated person who put that comment
Well,
out.
let's
talk
clue
about
the
it.
audience
Yeah.
in because
No, wait. Let's take a second to praise Meatloaf. Lily got to
hell
meet
with
him.
Meatloaf.
No,
Who the
no,
hell
no.
is that
Meatloaf
guy?
is awesome. Lily got to meet him. Fantastic. Love Meatloaf.
Yes, I was very
and he didn't
excited.
lose his pants didn't fall down.
He did not lose his pants
that's
at all.
good.
He's famous for
His
that. You know
temper,
that.
but not his pants.
When he's in movies, his pants fall down. Fight Club.
pants are falling down.
Wow,
Eat
I
the
can't
pudding.
even stand
Eat the
you.
pudding.
Anyway, all right.
So, yeah, that is very awesome, and there's some great photos if you follow Lily on social media.
If you're lucky.
If you're worthy.
You'll there's some great photos. She always when she gets out and meets a lot of people, a lot of celebrities and stuff, and always puts up the photos. It's a lot of fun. But speaking of Lily V6, my sister from another mister. So a lot of you know, maybe you don't know, we are on YouTube. So there you are. You can find us on YouTube if you want to see. So when we're cracking the jokes that are kind of visual, and you go, what the hell are these guys talking about? They're idiots. That's because there's a video version of this. I mean, I think probably some people who listen like on Spotify,
They're probably super
they may
confused.
not be like completely aware of that. So I always forget to mention it. And Pittsburgh Kevin has been like, you got to tell people it's on YouTube.
Tell them about YouTube, Lou.
Tell everybody about YouTube. So we're on YouTube. And as you know, YouTube, you get comments. And the comments are usually, hey, good job, whatever, interesting topic, whatever. But so occasionally you get somebody who wants to give you guff about something, or somebody who thinks that they have good advice for you.
Which I always follow.
And those of you who are listening, in case you are not aware, part of the live thing is we simulcast on Facebook as well, and so we take comments from the audience. In order to do that, Lily must use her mobile device to sort of scan that and talk to you guys. So this guy, I guess this guy on YouTube did not put that together, and he was, he said the podcast was good, but Lily looks at her phone too much.
I'm going to stare right into his eyes all night long tonight.
Like Terminal Stare.
Yeah. Oh,
Who
remember
gets
her?
that reference?
I get that.
I don't know what that means.
Finally, an old one you don't know.
Yay.
Finally. But I'm just going to stare really uncomfortably into this camera all night now. I hope you're watching, sir.
Sir.
Well, she's respectful.
Good day, sir. Good day.
Said good day.
I said good day.
Oh, my God.
You get nothing.
You lose.
You lose. Get nothing.
No chocolate factory for you.
No soup for you. So, was it the chocolate Nazi? No, just kidding.
Chocolate Nazi.
You totally combine the two.
Chocolate for you.
Seinfeld. There's a crossover with Seinfeld and Willy Wonka. Wow. We're only a couple of minutes. We're only 7 minutes
and
into this.
are
We did a good
And
job.
it's done. It's over.
it's
You know what, guys?
it's
We're done.
ruined.
We'll
Thank
see you
you.
next week.
Good night, everybody.
So,
man.
it sounds like my mic is distorting. I'm losing my mind. So, anyways, I have no idea what we were talking about.
Well, we were talking about the phone. And
Yeah. So anyway, so
keep it
Lily
on
does
phone.
that. So that's how she can interact with you guys. And speaking of that, Lily, who is watching right now?
You can look at your phone now. It's okay.
Bill Damiano, Tim Johnson, Jared Grease. That's it right now that I can
Hey,
see there,
guys.
because those are the ones talking. We do have 6 watching that I cannot see everyone.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. So we have this kind of wild card topic tonight. 10 songs to crash your car to. And so the story behind this is, and I'll see if you're on my email list, you would know. Maybe I shouldn't even tell you. Maybe just how you are. Go to LouLombardiMusic.com and so you find these things out in great detail even before the podcast. And so you're kind of like, when a podcast comes on, you're kind of like in the know. What I'm going to start doing, here's a new contest. I'm going to put something random in each email, and we're going to do a giveaway for those of you that can name it.
That's fun.
Oh, there you
I like
go.
that.
So we're
like
gonna be doing a lot more giveaways. That was super fun last week when we did the Pink Floyd thing. People were really into it. It was like one of the most watched ones we did. Duh. Because we don't care about you guys. We just want the Pink Floyd.
We want free stuff. Free stuff.
So congratulations once again to Tim Johnson for that. But many years ago, 87, something like that, I was cruising home from tech school. I went to school for electronic technology for a little while. And I was just kind of like, I was like looking forward to getting home. It was kind of like, I'm out of school. I'm like, I'm going to chill out for the rest of the day. And I had this stereo that I installed myself in this AMC Concord. And I was cranking whatever the local rock station was at the time. And the song Goodbye Yellow Brick Road was playing. And I will never forget this. I come across that intersection, and just as Elton John is crooning, I'm not a present for your friends to hold. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. Just as he says, this boy's too young to be singing the blues, this giant 1-ton truck broadsides me.
Huh.
Just smashes me. And as Elton's going, blues, I'm spinning around.
Sounds like
in
a
my
movie.
car. And it was all like in slow motion. It was like crazy. And the song is blasting. The stereo never stopped. The car was destroyed, but the song was still blasting when I got out of the fucking car. I did not get hurt, and neither did the guy who hit me. But it was my fault. I ran a stop sign. It just kind of like daydreaming. And so I cannot hear that song without thinking of that moment. It is
understandable.
It's burned in the brain.
It's there forever.
It was just a kind of a and the thing of it was just a very weird experience because it was kind of like other than the car wreck, it was kind of a perfect day, and just the weather was really nice, and it was just chill, and I was thinking about stuff, and it was super fun, and boom. So so maybe a song for you. For me, it was Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, my Elton John. Wow. So, but that isn't on my actual list. That's the sort of backstory here. So that is where we're going with this. So, I was thinking, like, as I was thinking about this, I was like, maybe you think of it as a song that, like, you're going off the cliff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thelma and Louise style. Yeah. And what is it might be the last song you ever hear.
Oh.
Wow.
I thought of it in many different ways.
So there's a lot of different ways to think about it. Or it could be the song that, like, makes you feel like I'm going off I'm crashing and I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is the topic tonight is songs to crash your car by, not songs that make you want to crash your car.
Maybe that too.
Well, yeah, that's easy.
That can be a crossover.
Justin Bieber, anything from Justin Bieber. I'm just like, where's that telephone pole? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh,
I'm checking
oh
my
boy, fired.
Great.
So, so that was the inspiration. So that's what we're getting. So it can be taken a lot of different ways. There's a lot of like different motivations. If you have, if you're putting something in the comments, and tell us kind of why you think that particular song gives you that sort of idea of this is a song, why it would be. So some of the songs on my list are kind of obvious, and some of them are not, and some of them are just personal.
Sames. Just
like personal things. So I'm going to start, of course, as we always do, with Pittsburgh Kevin.
Oh, no, we don't always start there, but that's okay. You got me there. That's all right, but I'm ready for you. I'm fucking ready for you. I'm ready.
Do it.
Hey, Lou.
Oh, boy.
Lou.
Yes, Pittsburgh
Louie.
Kevin.
Hey, Lou.
Yes.
Loudini. Hey, Lou. Lou. Hey, Lou.
Yes.
Hi. Lou,
that makes me want to go crash my car.
Lou, exactly.
Do you remember? Hey, Paul McCartney. You remember that time when you were in the Beatles? That was pretty cool. All right, that's dumb. Let's go ahead.
All right, let's go. So I got one question for you. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
What song is it you want to hear?
Freebird.
Exactly. That's the first thing that popped into my head. And I think the reason it popped in my head.
I know why you say it, but go ahead.
What?
I know why you're going to say it. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see if you're right. Don't stab me, Lily, please. It's just a pen. Oh, it's just a pen? All right. And it is the ending, there you go, of The Devil's Rejects. And, it starts out real nice, as Freebird does. And then once it gets to the end of the song, man, it just goes crazy. So I'm like, so I'd have to drive for a little while.
It'd be thinking about crashing.
Driving, thinking about it. And then, of course, once
you could crash your car at any time in the song. You don't have to crash your car at the
because
end.
I don't want to miss the first part of the song. I like the first part of the song.
He only wants to crash his car at the end of the song.
Yeah, only at the end.
I can crash this car in one note.
Kathy Lee Gifford. Start the car. But yeah, that's what popped into my head, and I think it's just because of the ending of the movie, The Devil's Rejects. I don't know about your guys' picks, but a lot of my picks are very fast tempoed, hard rock driven, and once you get to the end of Freebird, it's just balls to the walls. And so that's why that's my first pick. Is
why and now for those of you that do not know, Freebird is a song by what band again?
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
And
I'm pronouncing that phonetically. I'm sorry. It's Lynyrd Skynyrd, everybody.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you have any other things about Lynyrd Skynyrd?
No, because that's the way I roll. Lily's sitting here with an encyclopedia of information.
Do you have stuff on Freebird?
I don't, but I also have a study on this.
On Freebird?
No, on the concept.
Cars? Wow.
Oh, wow. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pop over to Song Facts real quick.
But this also brings up a thing that we may explore in the future. Songs that were recorded and performed live, they're actually more popular as the live recording versus the studio. And that's something, hey everybody, to look forward to. I bet you we're going to have that in the future.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just on the crashing the car type thing, though this is a motorcycle. A lot of fans thought that Freebird was a tribute to Allman Brothers guitarist Dwayne Allman, who died in '71, 2 years before Freebird was released. Skinner sometimes dedicated to Allman at concerts, but it was written long before his death and not about Allman at all. The double guitar solo at the end is the same style as many early Allman Brothers songs on which Dwayne played. So there's a little Allman Brothers nod there, but it is not necessarily about that. And the song began as a ballad without the guitar solo stuff. They recorded it that way at first. Then guitarist Alan Collins had been working on the song on and off. And at the time of the recording, it was 7.5 minutes. But throughout the next year, Collins continued to refine the song until it was recorded to the final cut of on the pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd album in 1973. So they didn't even conceive of it initially
as
with that thing.
With that thing at the end. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. And Collins wrote the music long before Ronnie Van Zant came up with the lyrics for it. Interesting stuff. So just a little background on that song. That is one that I thought somebody would mention, either one of us or somebody in the audience or something. It's just and because of the Devil's Rejects,
exactly.
Of course, that definitely gives that it's a stronger case. Okay, Lily V6, what do you got? Look like you're waiting to say something. You're not looking at your phone.
No, I'm reading your notes actually. That's cool. Anyway, my first pick is Run to the Hills by Iron Maiden, just because this is one of the songs that I speed to.
Great. Great. I think it's an awesome pick. Okay, awesome pick.
Yeah. It's one of the songs I literally speed to when I'm driving. I just start automatically going faster because the song is just so in your face the whole time. Released in 1982, sixth single on Number of the Beast. First single with Bruce Dickinson as vocalist. Credited to Steve Harris, of course. One of the most popular songs. The song documents the colonization of Americas first by Europeans and then by Americans from the perspective of the Native American tribe and American cavalrymen. Songs written from both perspectives. Like I said, it's the one that makes me drive the fastest. It's also featured in the soundtracks of several video games, including Grand Theft Auto, which is a car game, The Lost and Damned in 2009. So that is why I chose that one, because that's an automatic. I could just see. Do you ever see the movie 101 Dalmatians when Cruella de Vil's storming in her car up over the banks and everything?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see me doing that, cartoon style, to this song. That's how I imagine that. Angry face, all hunched down like this. Yeah, like that. Only with Iron Maiden, not whatever Disney song was playing.
Right.
It's funny, as you were talking about that, I was realizing that you have brought up Run to the Hills like
All the time.
anytime
I can.
Work it into something. It's like, well, this is one of Lily's favorite songs, obviously.
Truth. I try to bring up Iron Maiden in every podcast, and
know.
I almost
Very
do
good.
it. I'm so close to
good.
doing it to almost everyone.
Nice.
We'll do a podcast on somebody like, Frank Sinatra.
And it will happen.
Yeah,
I will
you know.
compare it.
Iron Maiden. This next song is really an interesting song. I knew there had to be an AC/DC song on the list. The AC/DC is probably, when I think back on it, when people say, well, what are some of your favorite bands? I mean, or what would name your favorite bands? And I don't know why I wouldn't mention AC/DC, but there's really nothing they do that I don't like.
Legit.
It's like they're freaking great. And this album came out and just really, I don't know if did we do a did we do an album retrospective on Back in Black?
I kind of want to say we did.
But
I'd
this
have
is
to
one
look
of those
back.
records where this is a record you can play the whole record through. There is every song is a winner. Shoot to Thrill was not ever released with a video, and it was never released as a single or anything like that, but it got tons of airplay. DJs picked up on it, and obviously fans really dug it. And it sort of became a single without really being a single. And this is a play on the words, of course, Shoot to Kill. And Brian Johnson was playing, he was talking about the idea of the ultimate bad boy, too many women and too many pills. And it's a sort of slight reference to Bon Scott.
Yes.
But he said he took the approach with lyrics from sort of Bon Scott's approach. He says the guy in Shoot to Thrill is a lot like the man you called for the dirty deeds done dirt cheap, one of Scott's most enduring lyrics. Bon Scott also made a munitions metaphor on his last album, Shot Down in Flames, From Highway to Hell. As I said, it was not released as a single. And it had a resurgence. Some of these songs show up in video games. And remember Guitar, what was it called?
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero brought a lot of rock back for people.
You're so old. Remember that
I do the same
arcade game,
And but so this song had a resurgence because of Marvel and specifically Iron Man.
Yes.
This in the 2010 movie Iron Man 2, when Stark makes a grand entrance, scenes for the film were combined with AC/DC concert to make a video of the song. The Iron Man 2 soundtrack was comprised entirely of AC/DC songs.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
The song also plays in the 2012 movie The Avengers when Iron Man appears. The live version from December of 2009 in Buenos Aires was released as a single in 2011 and included on their album Live at River Plate. So this is of course, this is one of their most really, what I mean, really driving to. I love how that starts with that guitar. And the lyrics and the timing of it and the groove is just absolutely slamming, and this is definitely screw it, man, screw it. We're playing chicken right now.
Yeah.
Screw it. Who's gonna blink first? Who's gonna flinch? That's got that whole thing going on. Great song, Shoot to Thrill from the 1980 release Back in Black, AC/DC, of course. All right, Pittsburgh, Kevy Devi.
Hi. How you guys doing? All right, so my next one is The Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin. Yes. Again,
Legit, yo.
kind of a hard thumping, tune. So The Immigrant Song is off of their. Did you like that? It's Led Zeppelin. What 3? Hold on.
No,
Hold on. Let me check my notes.
You're
not.
so fired.
Let me check my notes.
Somebody
Survey says.
Good help is
Wrong.
so hard to
Shut
find.
up. Come
yes,
on.
it's on Led Zeppelin 3.
Thank you for hiring me.
They only let me out of the hospital once a week.
All right, yeah. So it's a 1970 album, Led Zeppelin 3. It was also released as a single. So the kind of cool thing was, it was written during Led Zeppelin's tour of Iceland, Bath, and Germany in the summer of 1970. The opening date of the tour took place in Reykjavik. Look at me, I can pronounce shit. Iceland, which inspired
You should
Plant to
start a
write the
podcast.
lyrics. What? No.
You should start a podcast.
No.
You can actually pronounce stuff, unlike me.
Yeah, we make do.
But
Like you said, good help's hard to find.
But yeah, anyway, 6 days after Led Zeppelin's appearance in Reykjavik, the band performed the song for the first time in concert during the Bath Festival. So it's just such a good, hard, rocking song. You know, you start out with that, I'm not going to try it. Should I try it? Right?
You're braver than I.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But not as beautiful.
Okay.
And, you know, and it's just such a hard thumping song. Now, the other thing is, it kind of puts me in mind of, remember School of Rock with Jack Black?
Yes. Sounded like Jack Black.
Was that Jack Black? And where they're all in the van, you know, and they've got that song blasting.
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
like,
like
perfect, you know. So, yeah, if I were to intentionally wreck my vehicle, I think I want that thing all the way up to 11.
Just for the story.
Just for
That is that's a really good pick. It is also ironically featured in a Marvel film. It's in Thor Ragnarok. It's at the very beginning of the movie. And
also in
a
Shrek.
lot of people were like, "It's about time." You have
Did you
Thor.
say Shrek?
It's in Shrek.
Shrek the Third.
It's like, you know, they did 2 other Thor movies and did an Avengers movie, and not once did they reference the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. Like, everybody was like, "Hello, wake up, Marvel, you're missing the boat on
Come
this."
on now.
You
Come
know,
on
this
now.
is a golden opportunity. So
Wake up.
finally, they do it at the beginning of the movie, and when you see it in the movie theater, people cheered
Nice.
and
Of
stuff.
course.
you
I
know,
love
it was
it.
Very, very, very cool.
Yes.
Yes. Jack Black saying yes.
Nice.
You're welcome.
And so we have Lily V6.
Oh,
the
it's my
house.
turn.
It's your turn.
My turn.
Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue.
Yeah, I was waiting for a
Whoa,
crew.
there you go.
I rarely talk about Crue on the podcast.
By the way, I knew somebody's going to bring up a Motley Crue because I put them as a hashtag.
Well, I rarely get to talk about them, so it's appropriate because it's on the compilation album Music to Crash Your Car 2, Volume 2, by the band, released in 2004. Also one of my favorite songs, also one of my favorite bands. Originally released on 1989 album Dr. Feelgood, released as the album's second single in 1989. Reached number 27 on the Billboard charts. It was also featured in The Dirt and the official trailer of Battlefield 2042. The phrase "Kickstart My Heart" supposedly refers to Six's overdose incident where a paramedic injected his heart with adrenaline. So there's that whole adrenaline sort of fast-paced kind of thing going on there. GNR drummer Steven Adler disputes the accuracy of the story, saying he revived Six before the paramedics arrived. There's also a story saying Slash's girlfriend did it, so there's all kinds of stories going around on this.
I did it.
Of course you did it.
Yeah.
As part of their cross-promotion with Motley Crue final tour and to celebrate the song's 25th anniversary in 2014, Dodge remixed the music video, replacing some of the action scenes with footage of Dodge's performance cars on the track. So it's already correlated with cars. And driving. So since its birth, it's been kind of like a fast-paced driving song.
No!
Yes. And of course, we all know what Vince Neil did way back in the day in a car.
It was, yeah.
That we don't want to talk about too much.
No.
Oh no!
Yes.
No.
I want to. Live Wire is another good Motley Crue song to
Legit.
Crash Car 2. Yeah. I think Home Sweet Home.
That could be one
Holy
for
crap,
sure.
man! That's like that's total.
Off
Thelma
the
and
cliff,
Louise. Yeah.
cars diving. Yeah.
That's great. Motley Crue, they've got some good ones. I want to circle back real quick to something that Kevin was talking about when he was talking about the Immigrant Song. Sure. 2 things I forgot to mention. First of all, if you could never understand the words, listen to the Ann Wilson version.
Yes.
You go like, that's what they're saying. Because I could never understand anything you're saying until I heard her. Because she has a great version, by the way. Check it out. You can find it on YouTube.
Seen it live.
So what people don't know about the Immigrant Song is like, it's not a serious song. It was written very tongue-in-cheek. They were jokingly comparing their adventures on the road, with the women and all that stuff. It's kind of like they were Vikings, and it was like a kind of a joke within the band. And they never really were known as like doing any humor, but this was their one funny song, and it's everybody. It's like serious metal,
But it's great.
the immigrant song. But they were like, no, it's kind of a joke. Isn't that funny?
We've got lots of comments.
Okay, let's hit the comments. It is comment time.
All right.
Your letters. We get your letters every day.
Our fan mail.
Hey.
Jared Grease. I literally crashed a car while listening to Good God by Korn.
What?
Tim Johnson said Meatloaf isn't in Fight Club shape anymore.
Hey.
Michael Goltz. Anything by Bieber would make me beg for instant death.
Ew, boogers.
Bill Damiano says, I've been in a few accidents and I have no idea what was on the radio. I'd guess Mark Madden for a few of them because I was on my way home from work.
Oh.
This one almost made my list. Tim Johnson said The Heavenly Kid, Out on the Edge by John Fiore with Lewis Smith. It's from a movie, The Heavenly Kid, if anybody saw it. It's a great movie.
Yes.
It is about driving over a cliff. So,
Boo.
Michael Gold said, I freaking hate Freebird. Tim Johnson.
Ouch.
Tim Johnson also said Eddie and the Cruisers on the Dark Side.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
there
good
you go.
one.
There you
Yeah, good one.
Bill Damiano. Anything AC/DC makes me pick up speed.
Ow.
Josh Monodoro. Paul Gilbert. Maybe I'll Die Tomorrow.
Ow.
Tim Johnson again. AC/DC Spellbound.
Okay.
So okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
So those are our comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Bite me.
Oof.
We love you guys. We're just having a good time. Welcome back to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com, LouLombardiMusic.com. Don't forget, we are on YouTube as well. Anytime you go to one of these, like if you're going to iTunes, you're checking us out on Apple Music or something, get the rate and review thing and say something nice. Give us a nice review. We do appreciate that.
Please.
You just have our, right now we're not giving anything away for that. We just have our undying love and respect.
Oh, that's worth a lot.
If you need to borrow money, you can call Keith. I'm just kidding.
Or if you can find him in New Orleans.
Yes.
Good luck.
That's a joke. Please do not be messaging Keith and said, "Oh, Lou said you can borrow money from you."
Yeah, because he'll probably smack
Yeah,
you.
because remember he kicked my ass.
Oh, do you? Well, speaking of Keith, do you want to mention
Oh yeah,
the move?
we do have an announcement to make. I was going to do this in email. But
Attention, everyone!
My whole brain.
I want
what are
people.
you trying to do?
I want people to know something important's coming up.
Achtung!
Yeehaw.
That's not going to get their attention. That might. That might.
Okay, listen. We are moving to Monday.
What?
We're moving to Monday. Monday.
Manic Monday.
It's just
it will
another
be.
manic Monday. Loudini. So we will be on Monday nights live instead of Tuesdays moving forward because
Please
we've
make a
got to
note
get
of
the Hawk back in here and he's got some scheduling issues and I'm just not satisfied without him on the show. I love these guys, but Hawk
But not enough.
He brings something
Fine.
to it, especially when Lily brings up Kiss. It's podcast
rare.
gold. I'm telling you.
Is.
And so, all kidding aside, though, no, we want to get Keith back on. It's a great dynamic, and I feel like it's kind of missing. So we're going to be going to Mondays, and so just check us out. Then we'll be sending out the emails. So if you're on the list, you'll know.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be no big surprise. Okay. So where are we now?
I think it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Like I know anything.
Well.
Well, hey now. I'm gonna go completely different now for something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of reasons why you might think of a song to crash your car to, and I said earlier maybe this could possibly be the last song you ever hear because maybe it's that kind of a car crash.
Sure.
Devil's Rejects,
Yes.
Thelma and Louise, that sort of thing.
Sure.
Or like that scene. Did you ever see The Apostle with Robert Duvall?
Years ago.
I did not see that.
Years
That's
ago.
a heavy
Yeah.
movie. But in any case, so this song is a personal pick for me. Because this song contains my what I think is the greatest lyrics in any rock song ever, specifically one phrase. But it is Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band from the album of the same name. And Springsteen said he wrote the lyrics in his home in New Jersey in '74. He said, I was just playing my guitar on the edge of the bed, working on some song ideas, and the words Born to Run came to me. At first, I thought it was the name of a movie or something I'd seen on a car. I'd seen on a car spinning around the circuit. I liked the phrase because it suggested a cinematic drama that I thought would work with the music that I had been hearing in my head. And this is Springsteen's cinematic era. He wrote these kind of progressive rock tunes with songs like Jungle Land. It played for the first time on May 9th, '74 when he opened for Bonnie Raitt. Wow. Springsteen opening for Bonnie Raitt. Rock critic John Landau was at the show and wrote in Boston's paper, I saw rock and roll's future, and its name is Bruce Springsteen.
Nice.
Landau eventually became Springsteen's manager. I'm sure after that comment.
Yeah, right? Right?
Little ass kissing, never heard anyone.
First song Springsteen wrote for a studio production rather than a live performance. After recording four versions, one with a female chorus, at the low-budget studio where they recorded his first two albums, he moved to a higher-end studio to finish it, refusing to release it until it was just right. Just
like that?
And you know, Clark, make sure it's
really nice.
Alan Clark from the Hollies was the first to cover Born to Run, releasing it a few months after Springsteen. Others cover it, including Suzi Quatro and Joey Tempest. The liner notes to his greatest hits album wrote, my shot at the title, a 24-year-old kid aiming at the greatest rock and roll record ever. I think you may have hit it, my friend. Many of Springsteen's songs mention girls by name. In this one, the heroine is Wendy. He says that these heroines are composites of different women he's known throughout his life. That's what writers do. They write what they know. Chose this as the album title after rejecting several other names, including War and Roses, The Hungry and the Hunted, American Summer, and Sometimes at Night. So those were all possible album titles for Born to Run. Interesting.
Nice.
Interesting. Highway 9 refers to Route 9 in New Jersey, which went through Springsteen's hometown. Amusement Park sings about in the line Beyond the Palace, Hemi-powered drone scream down the boulevard is listed as a New Jersey Register of Historic Places. Anyway, so there's a gazillion things about this. We could do a whole podcast probably just on this song. In season, real quick, this is kind of a fun fact. In season 5, in an episode of The Sopranos, the character Christopher quotes the song saying he was late because the highway's jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive.
I remember that.
The song is so quotable. It has probably, I love Bob Dylan. I love Tom Waits. I love Tom Petty. I love so many songwriters. But I think that this song kind of synthesizes what like America and rock and roll are all about. And if I had to go out, man,
there you go.
I'd go out to this song. It's a great song. So that's my pick, Born to Run by the Boss. The Boss.
Yeah, you had mentioned that he had gone through a couple of different versions of the song. I've actually heard a few of the versions, and it's almost there. It's almost there. And then when you go back and listen to what he finally came up with, you're like, boom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's how you have to do it. That's what writing and stuff. Yeah, I like that. Change this now. Put that over there. And that's what happens with the great movies we love and the great music, of course. There's a kind of an editing process of like, we'll try that. But I like that. That's how it goes.
Well, he was in danger of being dropped by the record label.
Yeah, he didn't have a big.
He knew
his other records are really good. Greetings from Asbury Park, Darkness on the Edge of Town. Are really great freaking records, but you know how these record labels, they're looking for like
back in the day.
They don't want $1 million in the cellar; they want $1 million
something snappy.
Right? Yeah.
So, anyways,
cool.
Who's next?
Oh, it would be me. So my next pick is the Foo Fighters, "The Pretender."
Good one.
Yes.
Just say this. Wait, excuse me.
Yes.
I just have to say this.
Sure.
For the record, because this bothers me.
Okay, go
Does
ahead.
Dave Grohl know that there's an amazing, hugely famous song by Jackson Browne called "The Pretender"? Is he even aware of that?
I'm sure he is. I'm sure
Hello?
he is.
That can't be right.
Isn't there like a Donnie Irish song too?
No.
No.
You're wrong.
What's in this bottle you've been feeding me? Anyway, so The Pretender, again, a hard-hitting, very fast-paced song. That's why I picked it. It's the first single from the group's 2007 album, Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. It's one of the Foo Fighters' most successful songs, peaking at number 37 in the U.S. Billboard's Hot 100. So, let's talk about this. So, Grohl described The Pretenders as a stomping Foo Fighters up-tempo song with a little bit of Chuck Berry in it. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear a little bit of my dingling in there, yeah.
I'll bet you do. I'll just bet that.
Not my dingling. I'm saying it's the name of a song.
I get it.
Oh, my God, you people have dirty minds.
I can't help it. It's stuck in that gutter. I'm trying to get it out of that gutter for like 15 years.
This is funny.
Better than being stuck in the shitter.
That's true.
My mind in the shitter.
Each one time. Never mind. Grohl has admitted that the Sesame Street, one of these things is not like the other, may have subconsciously influenced his writing of the song.
I just
Now I'm
going to
have to go back and really listen to it. And you're like,
Yeah, I know that like one of these things is not
like the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's hilarious. But yeah, that's another one of those ones that are like hard hitting, fast paced. I'm heading for that guardrail.
Oh man, I bet this. I
What?
got one in my
Oh.
brain. I'm going to see.
Yeah, okay.
If I'm going to write it down, but I don't want to write it on the screen because I don't want
Write
you
it
to. But
down
I'm
on a
curious
Post-it.
on your list because it might be
On
this
a
would-
Post-it,
this would
but
be a
don't show
great
anybody.
Crash your car song too.
If you can pick Lou's song, you will win a bottle cap.
A Corona bottle cap. Do you want me to talk about my next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My next one is an obvious one. It's I Can't Drive 55 by Sammy Hagar. Lead single and first track from Sammy Hagar's 8th studio album VOA in 1984.
Voice of America.
Had a very successful
That's
music
what that
video.
stands for, Lily. Did you know that?
Became a concert staple that continued throughout Hagar's tours as a member of Van Halen. The song is a reference to the since repealed national maximum speed law that set speed limits at 55 miles per hour in the United States. Hagar wrote the song in response to receiving a speeding ticket in New York State for driving 62 miles
I don't
per
even
hour.
know what that means.
Neither do I. Trust me.
I don't even know.
I hate you.
I love me. Go
The
ahead.
song's music video was directed by Gil Bettman. The video was shot on location at, Saugus Speedway in Santa Clarita, California.
Sega.
Saga.
Thank you.
Sega.
Tonight you're on the loose.
That's Saga. Sega is the racetrack.
Oh, sorry.
I've only been to Laguna Seca, so I don't know. Anyway, the
Well,
song,
there you go, Sega, right?
but it's
Sega?
spelled
Sega,
it
Sega.
was spelled different.
Sega.
Oh, maybe you're right.
The song's video includes Hagar and his band being chased and jailed by California Highway Patrol for traffic violations. The video shows Hagar driving a black Ferrari. Blah 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 blah.
Boy, just one more.
Anyway, not that I would ever want to crash my car, but if I were to walk away from the car crash saying that this song was playing, that would be pretty freaking cool. So
Was it
that's-
John and Paunch that pulled them over?
Yes,
just
it
curious.
was. It was.
All right.
Yes, I know what Chips is. Thank you. My grandma and I used to watch that.
There you go.
I don't even know what that means.
You do know.
Oh, boy.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't. What?
Michael Gold said he would crash his car to Prince's Little Red Corvette.
That is on.
there
If
you
you
go.
Google this topic, there's somebody did a list, Parade magazine or something, and Little Red Corvette is on somebody's list. I am gonna go with a. I'm gonna cheat.
Okay.
This is a double header because I'm going to talk about. This is going to lead in. It's all going to make sense in a second.
Okay.
Stranglehold by the Nuge,
Okay.
Which I love that song.
which is an awesome song, and Pedal to the Metal, and Here I Come Now, Baby. It's just like everything about it is. If your house gets in my way, I'll burn it down. I mean, that is freaking awesome. Wow. Killer guitar solo, super duper in your face rock and roll song that, come on. Look, I know it's probably on a lot of lists of overplayed songs, so I have a high likelihood of actually crashing to the song because it gets played so much on the radio, more likely it'll be playing if I end up.
Statistics say.
Yeah. Nugent explained the song is not only sensual and sexual, but lyrically it is a song of defiance. Every record label passed on Ted Nugent. And so this was his. This is to the industry. This is the music people love. I'm playing 300 concerts a year, and people are foaming at the mouth. The energy at my concerts was unprecedented and remains unprecedented. So some dirtbag at a desk in New York City is going to say that my music isn't relative. Come on the road with me a couple hundred nights and see the relative. Watch the girls dance. That's relative, you dirtbag. So it was a song of defiance. Not sung by Teddy, though. This is sung by the man himself, Derek St. Holmes.
Right.
Great voice. Considered one of the most grand, swaggering rock tunes of all time. He said that he's heard from many Americans in the military who have connected to this song. When they go to battle, they know there's going to be fire and danger. They play Stranglehold. Is there a more powerful connection to the most important people in the world who will go into a firefight for our freedom and listening to my song? So that's kind of cool, and it totally appeals to his sort of, politics and mindset and everything. So we're not going to get into all that. I love the Nuge. Whether you agree with his politics or not, it's not about that. It's about great music. And the other song I'm going to mention very quickly is Sabotage by the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
And this song is actually associated with an actual thing with a car crash. It's in Star Trek.
Yes.
When
right.
James Kirk as
Come on, Lily, calm
as
down.
a boy steals his uncle's Corvette and drives it off a freaking cliff.
Lily, you got to remember who you're here with.
I'm just looking for your pocket protector. I'm sorry.
It's very cool scene. It's
Hi, Gilbert.
It's in the opening. It's the opening scene of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek,
Calm down, Lily.
and it is it's a really cool scene. And when the cop says, "Citizen, what is your name?" and he comes and says, "James Tiberius Kirk," it's like pretty badass because that song is rocking out. And,
Man, it was cool.
It's very cool. So anyway, the reason I brought up those two songs because are you guys familiar with the band Humphreys McGee?
Yes.
They do Strangletage, and it's a mashup of Sabotage
I didn't even know.
and Stranglehold, and it is freaking badass. It's sick as fuck. It is just awesome. So
It's so sick it has COVID.
Wow. You need to wear a mask when you listen to it.
Yeah, you have to wear. That's our podcast is so sick. You better wear a freaking mask when you listen to it.
Say the band again.
Humphreys McGee.
Thank you.
And we'll jam it afterwards or something.
All right.
But guys, I'm not allowed to play it. But go check it out. And go to YouTube and check it out. It is sick. You guys will love it. So that's why I sort of took a liberty there and did two. It was a doubleheader because I wanted to talk about Humphreys McGee. All right, we got time for a couple more.
Oh,
That's
Do you have
you,
anything
yo.
else you want to talk about,
no.
Kev?
Well, I can. I have one more here, and what I'm going to do here is
Stall.
stall while I pull up my Crash Songs thing. So, and I heard this today. That's why I thought about it. Killing in the Name of
Oh yeah.
Rage Against the Machine. I have nothing for it. I just think the freaking cool ass song, and it's got some like that. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm going to put that on my list.
We're gonna get a text message from Joe. You need to fix Kevin's mic.
There's something
Sounds
wrong
really
with
garbled.
Distortion.
It's goggled.
Is he okay? Then
Gobbled.
it cleared up.
Then everything was fine.
Yeah, that's like balls out. That's such a monster riff and sound, and that just sounds like that song sounds like it's coming to kill you. Like it
Exactly,
just,
right?
Okay, I'm going to die now
Yeah,
because the song's playing.
Yeah.
It's just it's ominous and heavy and in your face. It's like that song's a freaking masterpiece, man. That's a great tune. Good pick.
They're nice
Good pick.
boys too. I can tell. They go to church
They go to our Bible study.
and they help out at the soup kitchen. They're very nice boys.
Meals
The
on Wheels.
Suit Kitchen.
The
Soup.
Oh, I think it said Suit Kitchen.
Pea soup
and
on
the
Wednesdays.
Well, they wear suits because they're rich, and they wear suits at the soup kitchen, and they help
Oh,
with
boy.
everybody that wants some soup, and then they go and kick ass at the concert.
Did you ever see Best in Show?
Yes.
We have so much in common. We both like soup.
And talking and not talking. Sometimes we can not talk for hours.
That's what people are listening to this podcast right now are hoping we will do.
Like,
it's not talk for hours.
Why are they still talking? We'd like to hear them not talk for hours.
Lily, talk about a song.
Save us, Lily.
It's time for me to nerd out a little bit since you guys got to
Oh,
nerd out with some
really?
Star Trek. So Dracula by Rob Zombie.
Dracula. That's a good jam. I crashed my car. Let's go right now. I'll crash my car. Let's
American
go.
rock musician Rob Zombie, released in 1998, lead single from a solo debut,
Wow, that was
Hillbilly Deluxe.
98.
Hellbilly Deluxe, excuse me. It has become Zombie's most recognizable song as a solo artist, best-selling, and has sold over 717,000 copies in the U.S. by 2010, so it's 2021. You do the math. Song is based on one of my favorite TV cars, The Drag Racer, Dracula from the sitcom The Munsters.
Yes.
The audio clip Superstition, Fear, and Jealousy heard at the beginning of the song is a sample of dialogue from the 1960 horror film The City of the Dead. The original single included a big beat remix of the song Charlie Clouser entitled The Hot Rod Herman Remix. So obviously, again, another Monsters thing. Also, video games, films, and TV shows it appeared on. The music video shows Rob Zombie driving the monster coach, not the actual Dracula, which I have sat in, by the way. Total nerd out right there.
Good for you.
What a fox.
Wow. With various shots of the band members in different scenes from the movies. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde in the beginning of the video, and Killer Robot from the old movie.
Yes.
Chapter serial, The Phantom Creeps.
Lily.
Heavy rotation on MTV following the huge success of the album. Obviously, this is a car song. Obviously, you're going to drive fast to it because it's an aggressive song. Obviously, you're going to crash a car to
Oh.
it. And it would be cool as hell.
Because your name's Lily.
Ha zing.
Lily.
That's what I'm named after, or who I'm named after. Yo.
That explains a lot about you.
It doesn't.
It explains a lot about you.
Okay. I've got a last one,
Yeah.
and then we will.
Wrap up.
I've a couple just sort of honorable mentions. I'll mention quickly.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Heavy Metal, Taking a Ride by Don Felder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a. He was asked to create the theme song for the 1981 animated film. This tells several disjointed stories revolving around an evil orb called the Lochnar. It was a rated R cartoon. My mother would not let me go see.
There are boobs.
Warped and carnal. South Park based the sequence in 2008 major boobage.
Boobage.
Excuse me. That episode was based on this film. And you have to see the movie. If you've never seen it, you understand why it's major boobage. That whole movie is major boobage.
Whoa.
So he was asked to write. So Don Felder, who's an eagle. In the band the Eagles, not literally
He's
an
not
eagle.
a real eagle.
Billy
Might
Altman.
be.
He's not actually an eagle. Oh my
He's
God.
not like flying around, is he?
He might be.
He's not endangered, is he?
He might be. Well, he was in danger because he got fired from the Eagles.
That's
but
true.
Felder based a song on a track he worked on for the Eagles 79 album, The Long Run, which turned out to be their last studio album until 07. That song, with the working title, You're Really High, Aren't You?, didn't make the cut. Well, probably with that title it wouldn't. But Don remembered it when he was asked to work on the movie. He said it was really written specifically for that movie. But I used a lot of the track that I had written for the Eagles on that song that we had never finished. I said, hey, those are great parts. I'm going to use those parts, and I'll use this little bit, this title, for the introduction, and I'll write the lyrics based around this graphic, and there we go. So I looked at the graphic, said put it together. Fender wrote the song to go along with the opening sequence of the film, which shows the Corvette flying through space. The song ended up being used in a different sequence with the Radar Rider by Riggs used in the opening of it. So yeah, that is a little bit of a head scratcher because it makes sense why that should be the opening song, but it works very cool in the scene with the B-52s.
Yes.
You know. Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song. And does anybody have any other ones they want to say quick before I name a couple honorable mentions, and then pick the one that I thought you were going to say that you haven't said?
I just I have a bunch, but I don't want to read all the things. So can I just list them?
Yeah, list them.
Okay, so I have Slave to the Grind by Skid Row.
Uh-huh.
Fox on the Run by The Sweet.
Good.
Yes.
Rockin' into the Night 38 Special.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Look at you.
Lily liked this topic. She's got 20 pages.
You're Crazy, Guns N' Roses.
You crazy.
Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne.
Yep.
You crazy.
When Worlds Collide, Power Man 5000.
You crazy.
Slick Black Cadillac, Quiet Riot.
Ah, there we go.
So those are mine.
I can't believe you did not mention this song, Headed Out to the Highway by Judas Priest.
I didn't put that song.
Okay, so I have a couple of quick honorable mentions. Somebody said running. What did you say? Running.
With the devil?
You said something, running something else.
I don't think
But
so.
I can't. I said running with the, or maybe you did. I said running with the devil.
That's a good one, though.
Okay.
Yes.
He'll run to the hills, running with the
Run
devil.
to the
That's
hills.
there you go.
So I thought running with the devil. I think that would be a good one. I think that Layla.
I think that's a good one.
would be
You know, I
yeah.
almost thought of that just because of the
I
movie.
think that would be a good. Martin Scorsese showed us that Layla does have a darker side.
It can work.
And I think this is an interesting song to do. Baker Street.
There you go.
Wow.
I definitely didn't think of that one at all.
And I think
Or the
that,
one you said.
I think that would be kind of an epic,
Yeah. Sure.
one to.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did there. That's the ticket. Yeah, people now the comments on YouTube. You guys don't have any original jokes. All you're doing is saying stuff from Saturday Night Live. Blah, blah, blah.
But guess what? You laughed.
Yeah.
Mister, I'm looking at you. I see you right there.
I actually made that comment. I wanted you to look at me.
John Willis.
He has no idea what's going on.
I don't really know.
Oh, that's good.
The Beatles, no doubt.
The Beatles will be making a presence on this day in music. But first of all, you guys remember a little boy put on his the shirt his mama made and went on TV,
I do.
shook his hips, and they said he was obscene. You know what I'm talking about?
He's still alive.
Exactly.
He's still alive.
I
He's
know
working-
exactly what you're talking
That's
about,
right.
Willis.
I saw him at Burger King the other day. Looked marvelous. He was drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's.
Was he?
I don't
Yes.
even doubt it.
But Elvis Presley released what would become his first #1 hit, I Forgot to Remember / Mystery Train. It hit the top of the country charts several months later and stayed there for 5 weeks, this day in 1955.
Wow.
On this day in 1959, not 69, get your mind out of the gutter.
It was there.
Oh, dude.
Miles Davis released Kind of Blue, which was considered by many to be the greatest jazz album of all time.
Yeah.
I love when he does that.
The Beatles.
Beatles.
The Beatles.
Beatles.
Tell us a
Do they not know how to spell Beetle? I mean, come on.
We're from Liverpool. We didn't know any
So, Korn with the backwards K and all
Right. Well, they're
that.
stupid.
They started with the
They're
Beatles.
stupid.
It started back with the Beatles.
It's like the Oneaters.
Yeah, the Oneaters. This is when they in 1960 began their famous Hamburg engagement.
Hamburger.
Yes.
Cheeseburger.
There you go, Lou.
I want to make chicken if we're going to talk about food.
Okay, in this day in 1960, there was another Beatles thing, but it's for the
Of course there
Beatles.
is.
The Birds, the Beatles and the Birds,
Sorry.
are forced
go.
to cancel a concert during the UK tour at Guildhall, Portsmouth, when only 250 of the 4,000 tickets had been sold.
Oh, I'd kill for 250 people to come see my show.
Right?
What the heck?
I'd kill for 250 people to fucking download this podcast. Are we funny or are we just deluded?
We're probably funny in our own heads.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys probably think we're deluded.
What's wrong with those guys?
So the Doors this day in '68 started a #1 run with "Waiting for the Sun," and with the single "Hello, I Love You."
I love that song.
Young Rascals, the Rascals, formerly the Young Rascals, started a 5-week #1 run on the U.S. singles charts with "People Got to Be Free." They got to be free.
They gotta be free.
People got to be free.
I was just telling you that.
One of the most important days in music.
This day in '69, was day 3 of the Woodstock
69,
Festival,
dude.
and do we need to say anything about that?
Not really.
Lily was there.
Paul Williams, not that Paul Williams.
Wait, which
his
one?
former Temptation singer was found dead in his car. He owed $80,000 in taxes.
That's why he's
Screw
dead.
it, IRS.
The IRS.
Try and get it now.
IRS ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't playing with you.
Oh, wait. You're insinuating something else.
Come on, it's the government. Like,
I have glitter on my face?
You do.
It's how glittery.
Lou, do I have glitter on my
It's right
face?
there under his nose. Look.
I can't see it
It's
from
there.
Oh,
real
it's
quick.
a droplet from my Corona. Is it gone, Lily?
No.
Oh,
Kevin does
Lord.
not have Corona. He's drinking a
I'm
Corona
drinking
beer.
Corona.
We need to clarify this shit.
So
guys.
sorry. Change the name of the beer, dagnabbit.
Did you remember when the Corona first hit? People were like taking their Corona out and dumping it out because they thought. Did you remember that?
Yeah, I do, but I wore
I
my
stopped
Corona
eating-
shirt even more.
I stopped eating AIDS diet candy.
On this day in 1990,
What?
the
Too
AIDS-
soon?
the AIDS
Is it too
diet-
soon?
The AIDS diet.
Is that
plan.
too soon?
Lose all your weight in 2 years ago, or 2 years or less.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry
Most people
about
don't even know what that is. We
No,
shouldn't make
that's-
jokes.
sorry,
That's
we're
an
old.
inside joke. Let's stop.
We're old.
On this
Go
day
ahead.
in 1991, Nirvana shot the video for "Smells Like Teen Spirit." On 99, on this day, Led Zeppelin topped a chart of Britain's most bootlegged musicians, compiled by British Phonographic Industry (BPI) after identifying 384 bootleg titles featuring Led Zeppelin performances. Wow, so they're the most bootlegged artist. Interesting.
Oh, my.
Now the Grateful Dead has to be.
No, they're all too high to bootleg.
On this day in 04, the White Stripes report showed how they were using eBay to sell tickets. Interesting stuff. And funny thing, Jackson Browne sued John McCain. Did you know about this? For using
I think we talked about
Running
before.
on Empty.
Yeah.
So, John McCain and Jackson Browne have very different politics.
You don't
So you can
say.
understand why that might be a little bit of an issue. On this day, 2019, Tool's Fear Inoculum entered the U.S. Hot 100 at number 93, becoming the longest song ever to hit the chart at 10 minutes and 22 seconds.
Wow.
So it's on the charts. We got a 10-minute song on the charts.
That's so
about
long.
that?
So quick birthday shout-outs to...
Anybody good?
Sib Hazian, the drummer for Boston.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody, Belinda Carlisle.
Carlisle.
I love her.
Yes, she was born. She was born this day in 1958.
1958.
As
Oy, caramba.
I know all three of these artists, and I like all three of them. Gilby Clarke, guitarist for Guns N' Roses for a little bit, and a solo artist. Do you guys know who? Do either one of you guys know who Maria McKee is?
No, I don't know who that is.
No.
Maria McKee is a singer for Lone Justice
Oh.
and worked with Tom Petty
Yeah.
and has appeared on a lot of other people's albums, like singing duets and like
Yeah.
kind of like prominent background vocals. But she was born this day in 1964. The first two Lone Justice albums, I think, are just absolutely fantastic, especially the first one. Really good stuff. Steve Gorman from Steve Gorman.
Yeah? Who's that? Hey, Lou, who's Steve Gorman?
Not Roger Corman.
Oh,
Steve Gorman.
Harvey Korman?
The original drummer for the Black Crows.
Oh, all right.
Jill Cuniff,
Oh, Lord. Don't even.
the singer for Luscious Jackson. Remember Luscious
I
Jackson?
do. I remember
Yep.
that.
And I think this is the one Lily wanted to talk about.
That's the one.
Go ahead.
Donnie Wahlberg, 1969. From
69, dudes!
New Kids on the Block. Also Blue Bloods, if you watch Blue Bloods.
Donnie.
Also my favorite new kid. Yep. Legit.
Oh,
my
heavens,
God.
the best
Is this the funnest podcast out there?
It is the
Well,
There
best.
is
for us.
there's no
us? I don't know about you guys.
Everybody else is like, oh, please stop. Can you please make
But they're
this stop?
still watching.
Of course.
All right, we're going to get out of here in a second. Lily, any comments or anything you want to
No,
read?
we were done on the comments. However, I would like to talk about my show, which is Hot Licks with Lily 6
Yes.
Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Rock Rage Radio. Download the free app or go to rockrageradio.com. I do not have a show this weekend. I don't even think I have plans this weekend, so there's that.
You don't, huh?
I know, weird.
Hey, no.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Wow.
I see a trip down to the Hofbrau place.
But if anybody's going to Deicide next Tuesday, I will be there at the Craft House.
Nice.
Okay, guys. You've been listening to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Go to LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com. LouLombardiMusic.com for some great downloads as well. Wolf's Customs, wolfscustoms.online. Thank you, Chris Thunderwolf Dodson, for being a great supporter of the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Check him out for custom finishes done on your musical instruments, as well as rockrageradio.com. Go to rockrageradio.com, download the app, and you can listen to great music 24/7. Guys, just a quick reminder is we will be going live from Mondays for the foreseeable future, starting next Monday. Just watch. I'll remind everybody with stuff on social media and emails, etc. But we're going to Mondays, and the Hawk will be returning. And I know that everybody's really excited about that. Kevin and Lily and I have been talking about it.
Miss Keith.
We need Keith back. We need our brother.
Miss him.
We miss him.
Miss that guy.
Guys, songs to crash your car to, right? Super fun. Car crashes aren't that much fun. Have you ever? How many? We've all been in car crashes here, right?
Yes.
Legit.
We all have. You know. Do either one of you guys, other than me, remember any music that would have been playing when you crashed your car?
Nope.
You don't remember?
I don't. I
No.
remember being mad. That's all I remember.
It's always a traumatic event. Guys, have a great week, and we'll catch you all on the next Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
Creep around